Hi, this is Raj from MR Sportscars. In this episode of Diary of Porsche Specialist, I'm going to be talking about this very special car I've just bought off of a private individual, which is where I buy most of my cars from. It is a stunning Porsche 911 Carrera S Convertible, finished in Carrara white. It's a 2012 car, but a December 2012, so one of the last in the year. Spec'd to an individual's taste. And I'll show you some of those options in a little walk around. But first of all, let's just hear that sound. I mean, this is a manual gearbox car, again, very rare. Absolutely glorious at speed. Sounds absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy I agreed to buy this car. It's just after Christmas 2021, and I feel like this is Santa's sleigh. It's literally how I think Santa would spec a car. Fixed carbon bucket seats. Well, they're not fixed, they are actually, they do folding carbon bucket seats, I should say, which I've never seen in a convertible on the open market anyway. I've seen a couple of very special sort of private collection cars, but not a car that's up for sale. Full extended red leather and a red hood.
Due to traffic information.
And I'm just, yeah, absolutely thrilled. It's just sensational to drive. It's got a very special package on the outside as well, the Sport Design Aerokit. So it's got the ducktail from the factory, the lower front bumper, the Aerokit front bumper, which is very much like the GTS front bumper in its styling. It's got the Carrera S3 diamond cut alloy wheels.
Now turn left.
And it's a slightly damp, gloomy day, but this car definitely brightens it up. Now, it's only done 30,000 miles, 2 previous owners, always been serviced at Porsche, and I'm just looking forward to getting this car ready and presenting it, because it is a real stunner. Now, I'm just going to put the hood up now. Actually, I can't, because I'm doing 70. But you can just hear how it sounds. It's just ready to go. It has PASM. Love it. I absolutely love this car. It is sensational. So excited about this one. I actually agreed to buy it just before Christmas, but with how the dates worked, it was easy to pick it up after Christmas itself. Travelled on the train, which I normally do. Trains are very quiet at the moment, given the holidays and given COVID as well. But yeah, it was well worth the trip across the country. The owner even left over half a tank of fuel in it, which is lovely when that happens. Yeah, just really impressed. Conditions very good. Just needs a couple of cosmetic things. Front bumper needs a respray because a couple of marks on the lower edge, and all 4 wheels need recutting, but I'll explain that in the walk around. I'll do another little video once I'm on some of my local B roads, so stay tuned. Here I've got the lovely Porsche 911 991 series Carrera S I've just picked up from the current owner. I just love this car. I've never had a manual one of these, in that being a 991. All the cars I've had are the PDK, and I've never had one with these fabulous carbon bucket seats. They look absolutely sensational. This car's got a red hood, full red extended leather, red Sport Design steering wheel. Really, really lovely spec. Keys are in the colour of the car. As I said, it's Carrera S, but it's fitted with the Sport Design Aerokit. So that's a rear ducktail, It's got the clear rear lights as well, the LED rear lights. It's got the black front lights, and the lower front bumper is also unique to the sport design cars. I've just sold a blue Carrera 4S Coupe with the same front bumper. It was a coupe, so it didn't have the ducktail. But yeah, sensational looking car. Very excited to get to drive this one home. And I love buying these kinds of cars directly from the owner, rather than through an auction where it's all nameless. He's handed over all of the paperwork, both keys, and told me all the stories of having this car since 2015. He also had some information about the first original owner from Porsche, who bought it and spec'd it. So this was obviously spec'd to a customer's taste with these sports bucket seats, manual gearbox, rear-wheel drive Carrera S. Now he tells me that the first owner was a bit of a car collector and had a Bugatti Veyron as well. So a bit of a collection of cars, it sounds like, and this was his open top fun car. It's only had 2 previous owners, so very low ownership. It's a 2012 with just 30,000 miles on the clock. It needs a little bit of aesthetic enhancement, so it needs the wheels all need to be recut, diamond recut, and that's only because they're showing a little bit of lacquer peel, where obviously salt gets in behind the lacquer, and then it allows the moisture in, and it makes the lacquer go milky, so they haven't been curbed, they've just literally got a milky finish on parts of the spokes. And the front bumper also has got some chipping on the lower edge because it's so low. So they're the 2 things it's going to go in for: a full front bumper respray, and it will be taken off the car. The car has been serviced very recently, and it's still got, I think, a few months on the Porsche approved warranty as well. So very, very lovely. I mean, I just love these seats. Just getting in this seat, I can see why everyone wants them in their GT3s. They are just so comfortable. It's unbelievable. They just hold you, and they haven't got a lot of padding, but it's all in the right places. Absolutely phenomenal. Very excited about this car, and I'll be talking about how this drives a little bit later on in the trip, so stay tuned. Right, here I am again, back in the 991 convertible. I'm almost home, and I'm about to get on one of my favourite sections of road. Nice undulating B roads. It's not particularly fast, in all honesty, but it just is great for a superb handling car like this one with a good sound. Driven about 3 hours in these bucket seats, still super comfortable. Absolutely amazed at how comfortable they are, considering the backs aren't adjustable whatsoever. Neither is the height. It's just forward and off, basically. You can move them. Now, as I was saying, this kind of car doesn't really come up in the trade. It comes up from an individual who has coveted the car for a long time. They contact a Porsche specialist like myself, and they want a no-hassle sale. Someone who knows what they're doing, who isn't going to come back to them moaning or complaining if something needs doing, because in all honesty, when you buy these cars, it is sometimes things need doing. Sometimes you've got a leaking damper, or an error code you need to fix, and that's just luck of the draw as a trader, but you don't go and hassle the guy you bought it from. Whereas if private to private, sometimes you get people who have buyer's remorse. This is the superb bit here. Not fast, maybe 30, 40 max, but it's just a great little section of road here. I absolutely love it in all of the Porsches that I stock. There's loads of deer. I don't know if you can see them through the hedge, but that's amazing. There's a big group of deer, which are often on these hills actually, just where I'm based. Now, as I was saying, yeah, this car isn't the kind of car that comes up in the trade. I don't normally buy cars from auction at all. It's very special because of the options it's got. The extended red leather, carbon bucket seats, manual gearbox in a 991. I haven't seen another one for sale the whole time I've been trading, so it is definitely a unique car. I will look up exactly how many manual convertibles there were in the S model, so the rear wheel drive 3.8 400 horsepower car that this is. On the drive down, actually the owner left over half a tank of fuel in the car, haven't had to fill up the whole time. It's averaged over 34 miles to the gallon, and that's not going particularly slowly or trying to drive on an economy run. It's just, these cars are great in 7th gear, which this one has. It's a 7-speed manual. 7th is really an overdrive gear. It's designed to save fuel. I did a quick check, so 70 in 6th would be about 2,700 RPM. In 7th gear, it's just over 2,000, so you save a lot of fuel by putting it in 7th gear on a motorway journey. But I'll just put the roof down now, see how it sounds. I've obviously got the mic on me, so hopefully you'll still be able to hear me talking. But you can put the roof up and down at up to 40 miles an hour. It's actually 50 kilometers an hour, I think I looked it up the other day. But this car has also as all 991 convertibles do, it has the built-in wind deflector. So that's come up now. I don't know if you can see that in the back, but that should stop some of the buffeting. And obviously I've put the side windows up as well to help. But this car sounds absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely love how it sounds on overrun, just on acceleration. And again, as I said, I'm not going particularly fast because the roads are icy cold and soaking wet. But this car has got a nearly new set of Pirelli P0s all round. So they are very grippy. The great thing about meeting the owner, talking to him, having a cup of tea with him, was also he taught me through his ownership history with the car, also some of the other cars. The only reason why he's selling this car is because he's got a Continental GT convertible, GTC I think it is. And there's quite a lot of overlap between this and the 4-seater Bentley open top. So he said, well, I'm not using it enough. I don't have time to use both of them enough, so one has to go, and his kids are a bit older now, they're in mid-teens. So he said, well, they've got the slightly bigger seats at the back, it's a bit more comfortable for them in the back, so it's the Porsche that's going. And they're all absolutely gutted that it's going, and they all waved it off when I left, which was really nice. It's really nice when owners do that. Hopefully they'll get another Porsche in the future sometime. But he's given me all of the invoices. This car has always been looked after at Porsche, even for MOTs. So it has all the inspection reports, and every time it had any kind of advisory from Porsche, which they are known to be very eager to put advisories when they're, even for an MOT and a service, they advise on things like discs, pads, exhaust gaskets and bolts, dampers, lower arms, all that stuff. Anytime this car had any of those advisories, he would always authorise the work, so it's mechanically it's totally sorted. And then once I've done this few cosmetic bits, there's a centre cap that needs replacing, so I'll replace all 4. As I said, the wheels are looking a bit tired because they haven't been refurbished, so they're going to be recut and re-lacquered because the lacquer's going milky. They're not actually curbed. And then the other thing I'm going to do is the front bumper, because with it being a low splitter, it's obviously caught a curb a couple of times, and it'll just be nice to just freshen up the whole front end by respraying that bumper. So the whole thing will come off and go to my bodywork specialists, AX Welling, who are absolutely fabulous, very fastidious, and they're perfectionists, a bit like me in how they present their work. So I know it will be done properly. The bumper will come off, all the bits will be stripped off of it, lights, vents. They don't just mask around things, they do a proper body off job, and they'll be doing that for me probably in the new year when they reopen, and then it will be put up for sale once I've done some photography and a video on a nice day. Not a day like today, it's so dark. But as I said, I've never had a manual 991, never tried this, to me, very special gearbox, which is a 7-speed manual, and all I can say is it's got a great feel, great throw, works really well with the 3.8 DFI, direct fuel injection engine, and yeah, no complaints, and very happy I bought this car. I'm going to call this car Santa spec, as I said, because the red and white with the sort of sports context, Santa's always in a rush to make his deliveries. This is the kind of car he might pilot, in my opinion anyway. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the video of walking around this car when it's all finished. Thanks for watching.